Hey everyone, welcome back to Denise Dives In. Today I want to show you my new monthly planner, and this does directly relate to budgeting because I budget in a Erin Condren monthly planner. If you watch my previous videos from years ago, I used a deluxe monthly Erin Condren. They've recently changed the name and they've made some adjustments and changes to it that I love. I just like having blank sheets, and it makes it so that I can just have everything that I want together and live my life and not be burdened with a whole bunch of stuff. I would consider myself somebody who really thinks about their purchases and makes sure that that purchase is going to get used and is going to make me happy, and it's not just going to sit there and I think it's cute, because some things I still do that with, but I'm trying. So I have not made an Erin Condren purchase since last June. So every June I've been buying the new monthly planner because I do use it for budgeting and it does make me happy and I love it. So another thing that I bought that I love and I can't live without now is the planner folio. This is the only one I have, and I just did some research for y'all. And I don't think they sell this one anymore. So if you're liking this planner folio, I didn't see it. I checked. They do still sell planner folios. They're $25, but I didn't see the zodiac sign one. They had zodiac sign stuff, but they didn't have this one. So when I sit down to budget, I grab my folio, $25 on the side if you want one. I grab my planner, which right now they're $40. And I always just get the standard edition. I never get it personalized, just because if I ever want to sell the covers, because the covers come off. If you haven't ever had an Erin Condren planner like this before, the coiled ones, the planners are interchangeable. What are these called? Covers are interchangeable. And then I have my sometimes I have sheets of paper in here, but then I have my stickers and I write my bills down and then I stick them on the days that they come out. I have some stamps. I usually have some bookmarks, and this is a letter opener. This is Garfield because he's awesome. Yeah. So I have my planner. So this is last year's. This runs out this month. So I definitely need to order a new one. I really like that the changes they've made. They made this change last year. They added a whole bunch of just blank pages in between each month instead of having pages in the back. Because for me personally, I like to have just everything in one spot. Like when I sit down to budget, I just grab this thing, sit down with my pen, and go to town, you know? I use the friction erasable pens, and that's usually right in here too. Go to town. That's my life, right? So if I'm planning, like say in March, this happened, I was planning Dominic's birthday and we were having a Harry Potter themed birthday. And so I had extra pages that I didn't use for my budget, because I used probably like 3 or 4 of those blank pages, not like just like one side of each page. I use maybe 3 or 4 for my budget. So I still have like 3 or 4 every single month. So I can plan out what treats I want to make, what birthday presents I want to buy him, how much is all that going to cost, and make sure that that's in my budget as well. So I really appreciate those extra pages that they've put blank in the book. And now they're even more blank because this is the new one. So I got the new one, and they're super duper blank. Like they don't even have that box up here anymore. So I love it. I like the way that you can this used to have some sort of, maybe it didn't. I don't know. I just like the blankness because you can use it for whatever you want. I can plan out a video. I can, like I said, plan out that I want to make sorting hat cupcakes and butterbeer floats, because that's what I did in March. Pretty cool, right? Yeah. So I ordered the new one. Now, I'm just going to give you a couple little price point things with this. The standard one is $40. I never get it personalized. I never add pages. I never change the coil. I just like the standard. Like, there's nothing wrong with this. This is perfect. I love it. I don't need the extra bells and whistles. I just love the way it comes, right? Another cool thing that I just saw when I was unboxing it, so you get these stickers, right? And then you get these stickers, which you can basically enhance your calendar. So the calendar in each month already has like a lot of dates and things. So like February, Valentine's Day, Groundhog's Day, President's Day, right? Those are the standard. But February in here, it says Black History Month begins. Like, I love that. It has like all of these extra little things that you can put in your planner. Featuring year-round heritage and awareness days, months, and observances. I love that. I think that's really cute. So I will be adding those to my planner when those months come around. And that's awesome. So this is my new planner, $40. That's the standard one. And right now I wrote down some stuff. So in case you guys did want to go, I will leave my link down below. I'm not telling you to buy it, but if you're anything like me, you're gonna be like, oh my God, if you love it, you're gonna need to buy it because I have buying control issues. Retail therapy is my best friend. Okay, so $40 for that. I also wrote down that right now they're doing buy one, get one of the dashboards, covers, and bookmarks. What else? Shipping, if you don't spend like if you don't spend $75, it's $7.95. So this entire book, and then I also got these as a free gift, and these are the snap-in stylized sticky notes in the Oh So Retro, which match my cover actually, my old cover. I was like, where's my old cover? It's in my lap, which match my old cover. So I got those for free. It was like that month's promo, or that week's promo. So I did have to pay for shipping, but I had some like birthday money and like insider points. So my total was only $25.14 for both of these items, which I thought was pretty cool. And that was with $7.95 shipping, because I wasn't gonna add $75 worth of stuff into my cart for shipping, because that's a waste of, I would have. Years ago, I would have. Okay, we've come a long way. All right, so, and you can also get this in a 7x9 or an 8x11. And if you're gonna get the planner folio, make sure that you get the one that correlates to the one that you're getting. I always get the 7x9. I think that's perfectly good. It's like, you can see, like it's a little bit bigger than like a book, like an Excel book. But I just love this size, and I just love it. I love it so much. So I think that's all I wrote down, just in case you wanted to know about Erin Condren stuff. And this is the Flora. And there's also mid-century circles. And mid-century circles, I just feel like is a lot brighter, and like the floral patterns are not part of the deal. It's like the mid-century circles design. But you'll see that on the website if you are interested at all. Moving on. I wanted to give you just a little bit of a update life-wise, because before I was working full-time, I worked at Quick Trip, which is a gas station. If you don't have any Quick Trips in your area, I was an assistant manager. I worked there for almost 10 years. It would have been 10 years if I stayed there in April. Alex also worked there. That's my husband. He had worked there for 6 years. That's where I met him. I would still be working there if I was in Arizona. And I feel like moving to Northwest Arkansas has really been a catalyst for our lives. And I appreciate it greatly, because I don't like change. I feel like a lot of us don't like change. And I didn't want to leave a job that I was making good money at. But at the same time, I had a daughter in July, and she was not like my son. She had just digestion issues and acid reflux issues. She still doesn't sleep through the night, and it was very hard. Originally, I was making more money than my husband, Alex, and he was gonna be a stay-at-home dad. That was our plan. We were gonna have him be a stay-at-home dad, and he was just gonna drop down to part-time, and I was gonna work my normal schedule because I made more money at the time. That didn't really work out for us either. I would say Alex has just anxiety issues, and just like any of us, but I feel like mothers are just a little bit more able to handle children. I'm older than Alex. If you didn't already know, Alex is going to be 28 in October. I just turned 34, and I've already had a son. So I had a son from a previous marriage, and I just feel like I was more equipped to handle the baby and her unfortunate digestive issues and not sleeping. And I found it difficult to make the decision to leave a place that I make good money and have benefits and all these things. But ultimately, it was one of the best decisions because I was miserable there. I never felt challenged. I just wanted something different and new, and I wanted to spend time with my daughter and my son. And we moved. We moved in December. It was cool that we got to sell our house kind of when there was a lot of equity in it. So we have a nice little nest for the next house. Unfortunately, so getting into, since we've been here, Alex is the person that goes to work and I stay at home with the kids. He works in commission, sells furniture. He sells furniture, and his mom and his stepdad and his sister also live here, and his mom actually works with him, so that's cool. But he works on commission, and he is in a new job field. We worked in retail, business retail, management, retail, and now he works as a salesperson. Anybody that knows about buying houses or mortgage lending, they will not even see if you qualify. Basically, if you've started a new job that you've never worked in before, and commission sales is weird too. So they basically said no to us when we wanted to, after this lease was up, we were going to get a house. So the lease actually is ending, I think, this month. And we were gonna be on our way to a new house, and that fell through because we cannot get a mortgage yet. So we have our nest egg still, and he's been at the job since January. So in January, hopefully we can start seeing if we qualify and what we qualify for and things like that. And other things that have happened, I had to get another car. My Tiguan, the Tiguana, unfortunately it was nickel diming me to death. So I decided that it was just time. I had it for 7 or 8 years. I had it since it was new off the lot. They took it off the showroom floor for me, and she was just, it was her time, and it was just frustrating me. I would always have battery issues, and if you know anything about Arizona, battery issues in the summer can be deadly, I feel like, because it's so hot. And I would be at work, and my clerks would have to come out and help me dump my car, and it was just miserable. And then there was a water pump, or I don't know that much about cars, some sort of pump. And it was gonna be like $1,200 to fix it. And that car was probably only worth like $5,000. So we didn't do what we were supposed to do, but we went to a car lot a few months before I was pregnant with Jane. So 2 years ago in August, we went to a Toyota car lot. I knew for sure I was getting a used car. No matter what, I wanted a used car. I didn't want to have that depreciation from when you buy a brand new car. So I found, and I wanted something comparable to what I had. And when I bought the Tiguan, I was one of those people that lived outside their means and had financed a $600 car payment, and we've grown up since then. So I bought the Tiguan. We were at the Toyota dealership and I found a RAV4 Limited. So it's got all the bells and whistles. It's got leather seats. It's 2016. And I just was like, this is my car. This is it. We're gonna have to finance it. We didn't have that much money to put towards it or anything like that. So we financed that and we're making payments on it. And in my heart, it didn't bother me as much to have payments because the car was worth more than what we were paying, like more than what we owed on it. We weren't upside down. We put originally like a couple $1,000s towards it because I wasn't making videos, but I was still doing the put everything else into savings kind of thing. And we were just building up that 3 to 6 month emergency fund. So that's the step we were on. And then if you get debt again, you have to take the money that you've saved and put it towards your debt. So we did that. And as of right now, that car is worth, and I think we financed it for right around $17,000. And right now it's worth 22, I think the last time I checked KBB. So that's cool. I think that's really cool. And if you're in the market for a new car, definitely we looked around and we finally found the one that floated my boat, you know? So, and we weren't going to be upside down. That was my number one thing. If I was going to finance something, I didn't want to be upside down. And then we decided that we were going to move around election time, so November-ish, and I got probably close to $100,000 in equity after we after we sold the house, and then we moved to Arkansas. So I put some money towards moving expenses, some money, and I paid off that car. We owed about $16,000 at that time, and I paid that off. That's paid off now. And we still have a good chunk to put down for the next house. And now we rent, which is more expensive. I didn't want to rent an apartment. I know I'm gonna stop. I'm sorry. I wanted to rent a house. We rent a house that is approximately the same as the old house. Square footage wise, we lost a bedroom though. It's just configured differently, but we did lose a bedroom. So we have 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. It's $1,400 a month in Northwest Arkansas. And I would say it's a really cool area to live in, honestly. There's, just to say that I want to put sinking funds for mountain bike stuff and kayaking and all sorts of like hiking things, and there's just a lot of outdoorsy stuff to do. And with all of those kind of hobbies and things like that, there's a lot of stuff to buy. So that's going to be in the pipeline of what I'm budgeting for, is just outdoor stuff. Other sinking funds that have come up so far are like Taekwondo, Dominic is in, and that was $1950. So I definitely want to save for that because she gave us a really good discount for paying for the whole year up front. And I'm gonna do that again, especially if he's still wanting to do it and still thinks it's fun. I'm sure he will. He thinks he should be a black belt already. What 8-year-old boy doesn't? But I want to start saving that. That'll definitely be in my sinking funds as well. Other than that, I just want to just stop spending so much on, we eat out too much. We just indulge in whatever things we want. I just need to get back on track. And I'm really excited to start doing YouTube videos again, because honestly, it keeps you so accountable. Like you just want to be super honest. I want to be super honest. I want to be transparent. If you've watched my old videos, you know that I'm pretty darn transparent with our expenses. So it'll be very different from what we're used to budgeting for, and like how we used to get 2 checks from full-time jobs. I only have 1 baby. Now I have an 8-year-old and a almost year-old. So we'll have lots of different things, and things will come up, and I just want to share and help anybody that I can. And I think that that is all I wanted to put out there. If you have any other questions about things that I've changed, or if you're new, I will start doing budgeting videos. They're gonna be weird for the end of this month, just because the way I've been budgeting hasn't been conducive to a YouTube video. So I just got a bug up my butt the other day. I was gonna like maybe start this soon. I wanted to get my new planner, and then I was like gonna start it soon, and then I just got a bug up my butt and I ordered my tripod and just started it early. But I will show you the shit show that's going on right now, because it's a shit show. And yeah, I'm really excited, and I can't wait to make budgeting videos. And if you want to see the Erin Condren stuff, I will leave a link down below. It helps me out, and hitting the like buttons helps me out too. But if you don't want to do any of that, don't. I don't care. I'm making these videos basically to help keep me accountable and make some new friends. So if you don't want to do those things, I'm not making you. See you guys next time. Bye.